Hi, Bulldogs. It's Miss Fowler with First Page Friday. Today I'm going to be reading the first couple pages of Dry by Neil Schusterman and Jared Schusterman. Got it right here. If you'd like it, you can put it on hold and Destiny, and it will be delivered to your homeroom teacher. Dry. Part 1, Tap Out. Day 1, Saturday, June 4th. Alyssa. The kitchen faucet makes the most bizarre sound. It coughs and wheezes like it's gone asthmatic. It gurgles like someone drowning. It spits once and then goes silent. Our dog Kingston raises his ears, but still keeps his distance from the sink, unsure if it might unexpectedly come back to life, but no such luck. Mom just stands there holding Kingston's water bowl beneath the faucet, puzzling. Then she moves the handle to the off position and says, "Alyssa, go get your father." Ever since single-handedly remodeling our kitchen, Dad has had delusions of plumbing grandeur. Electrical, too. "Why pay through the nose for contractors when you can do it yourself?" he always said. Then he put his money where his mouth was. Ever since, we've had nothing but plumbing and electrical problems. Dad's in our garage working on his car with Uncle Basil, who's been living with us on and off since his almond farm up in Modesto failed. Uncle Basil's actual name is Herb, but somewhere along the line, my brother and I began referring to him as various herbs in our garden. Uncle Dill, Uncle Thyme, Uncle Chive, and during a period our parents wished we would forget Uncle Cannabis. In the end, Basil was the name that stuck. "Dad," I shout into the garage, "kitchen issues." My father's feet stick out from underneath his Camry like the Wicked Witch. Uncle Basil is hidden behind a storm cell of e-cig vapor. "Can't it wait?" my father says from beneath the car, but I'm already sensing that it can't. "I think it's major," I tell him. He slides out and with a heavy sigh heads for the kitchen. Mom's not there anymore. Instead, she's standing in the doorway between the kitchen and the living room. She's just standing there, the dog's empty water bowl still in her left hand. I get a chill, but I don't know why. "What's so important you gotta drag me out of—" "Shush," Mom says. She rarely shushes Dad. She'll shush me and Garrett all day, but my parents never shush each other. It's an unspoken rule. She's watching the TV where the news anchor is blathering about the flow crisis. That's what the media has been calling the drought ever since people got tired of hearing the word drought. Kind of like the way global warming became climate change and war became conflict. But now they've got a new catchphrase, a new stage in our water woes. They're calling this the tap out. Uncle Basil emerges from his vapor cloud long enough to ask, "What's going on?" "Arizona and Nevada just backed out of the reservoir relief deal," Mom tells him. "They've shut the floodgates on all the dams, saying they need the water themselves, which means the Colorado River won't even reach California anymore." Uncle Basil tries to wrap his mind around it. Turning off the entire river like it's a spigot? Can they do that? My father raises an eyebrow. They just did. Suddenly, the image switches to a live press conference where the governor's addresses a gathering of antsy reporters. "This is unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected," the governor says. "We have people working around the clock attempting to broker a new deal with various agencies." "What does that even mean?" Uncle Basil says. Both Mom and I shush him. "As a precautionary measure, all county and municipal water districts in Southern California are temporarily rerouting all resources to critical services. But I cannot stress enough the need for everyone to keep calm. I'd like to personally assure everyone that this is a temporary situation. There's nothing to be concerned about." The media begins to bombard him with questions, but he ducks out without answering a single one. "Looks like Kingston's water bowl isn't the only one that's run dry," Uncle Basil said. "I guess we're going to have to start drinking out of the toilet, too." My younger brother, Garrett, who's been sitting on the couch waiting for normal TV to return, makes the appropriate face, which just makes Uncle Basil laugh. "So," Dad says to Mom half-heartedly, "at least the plumbing problem isn't my fault this time." I go to the kitchen to try the tap myself, as if I might have the magic touch. Nothing, not even the slightest dribble. Our faucet has coated, and no amount of resurrection will bring it back. I note the time, like they do in the emergency room, 1:32 p.m., June 4th. Everyone's going to remember where they were when the taps went dry, I think, like when a president is assassinated. So that is Dry by Neil Schusterman. That was actually the first 3 pages. I went a little further with that because it was just really interesting and I didn't want to leave you hanging with that. But if you would like to check out Dry by Neil Schusterman and Jared Schusterman, you can put it on hold in Destiny and it will be delivered to your homeroom teacher. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a great long weekend.